Hello, hello everyone. I hope this is working. Sorry for the technical problems there. I am not quite a pro yet with OBS, and well, messing around with OBS. I thought that by switching to a different profile, that means I wouldn't mess up like my audio setup that I have. I mean, my whole video setup here. But in fact, that's not true. It turns out I totally screwed up, and so I had lost all my Be Right Back scene. I lost all my configuration for the audio and all that. So anyway, sorry about that. Hopefully I will eventually learn how to use OBS correctly. Welcome back. Thank you for joining us. Joining me, I should say. This is my stream at Play Curious where we do some live coding. Sometimes I do live coding challenges where I try to make a game in under an hour. Sometimes I just kind of continue with the development of the game that we're already working on. And this week is a little bit a combination of the two. It's going to be basically finish a stream that I did last week. So last week I was working on a pixel art puzzle game that we kind of came up with on the spot. And that's what we're going to do in this time. Basically continuing with that. We kind of actually turned out pretty good in the end, like better than we thought. So we had some ideas about what we could do with it, and so that's what I was going to work on this week. It's just kind of continuing that. All right, so I'll get into that in just a minute. Maybe just really quickly talk about Play Curious and the music. The music this week, I'm just doing something really basic using some free music called Chill Hop Essentials. So it's not actually often I try to get like a chiptune friends of ours to join in, but that's not what I'm doing this time. Just for the, make it, I don't know, I felt like something kind of chill. So this actually works out pretty well. All right. And let's see. What else can I say? Well, I can talk about Play Curious a little bit. This is Play Curious. This is our website. We make video games, as you may imagine. We make video games often about like technical or scientific subjects. That's sort of our thing. We try to take like subjects that are kind of come up in the news, or we find like an interesting technical challenge, or something that we find kind of interesting to talk about. And we try to basically explain that through a game, a bit like a documentary would do that in a video, or maybe a historical fiction novel might do that in a book. We sort of do that through a game. And actually on Tuesdays, Raphael is streaming on our Twitch channel where he's our community manager, Raphael, and he streams himself playing different games. So like last week it was Space Chem, for example. The week before that I think it was Sucklebond. It's cool stuff. So please do check us out also on Tuesdays if you're free then. Rightio. So I think I'm gonna continue by showing you where I was at last time. Just give me one quick second. Okay, well, let's start in with our pixel puzzler. So, we should be able to see my screen. Yes, okay, there we go. Basically, where we were at last time is that we have a model up here on the top, and on the bottom, in the middle there, you have a little, you can press these pieces and turn them. That's basically all you can do. So it's basically a puzzle. But it's a puzzle where all you can do is turn things. And we found that actually works pretty well especially for mobile, where you don't have necessarily a lot of input possibilities. And so it gives something like this. And last week we basically kind of set that up. It's actually surprisingly difficult. It seems easy at first, like when you look at it, you're like, oh, okay, there we go. So this one goes like this. Oh yeah. Oh shoot, I think I had it a second ago. It's kind of satisfying when they kind of snap into place. Hup. Hup. Oh, no, I think I had it. Shoot. There we go. And basically right now, after a little bit, you have a little text that pops up on the bottom and says how many pieces are left. But we want to, that obviously, should we do better than that? We should have something where it like, says you win. That would be nice, to you win. Actually, in the meantime, since last stream, I actually worked on some code that makes it so that you can, can, oh, I'm sorry guys, I'm tired. Anyway, last week I was working on some code to make it so you can count the number of pieces that are correct. It actually is a little bit more complicated than you might think, because I had to figure out something where it checks for symmetries. So that's what I actually do right now. If you look behind the scenes, and you go like this here, oh, that doesn't work. Shoot. Well, this was supposed to work. I'm supposed to have something called debug mode where it loads up and tries to see if there's a it basically shows you the different symmetries. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can get that back up and running so you can see what that looks like. 1 second. Debug mode isn't working. I'm gonna reload debug mode. It's false, but that's weird. So you on search browser. Is it search? Ah, there we go. I think I have to. I found a bit of my code here. What other possibilities are on window location? Hold on, give me a second. I have my little documentation here. Location. What does it have as attributes? Otherwise, you can do document. Does that work? No. Huh, that's interesting, because document.url. Oh, I thought that would work. Anyway, I guess it's not. Alright, anyway, that's not really the point. The point is this: I have these little things to show you the number of symmetrical sides. So it's trying to show you that this thing has 4. I wrote a little thing that detects symmetries. So that this thing, thank you. Thanks, hello, Raph. Music is a bit loud. Okay, I will lower it then. How's that music-wise? Is that better? Much better. Great. Okay. Well, thank you. Sorry, I hadn't seen your comment there. Yeah, so I just showed this is the number of symmetrical sides. So in this one, it's 4 symmetrical sides. So obviously it, and by making it white just indicates that it's correct. So like this is the correct rotation. Of course, you wouldn't want to play with that on, right? Because then it's like really obvious. That's actually not very fun to have it tell you, I think. Could be a very easy mode is to kind of tell you, but we thought that this might be better, is that it doesn't tell you, but it just kind of pops up a little text once in a while and tells you how many pieces are remaining. And maybe if you get stuck after a while, it will give you a little hint, like wiggle 1. That's correct, you know. So anyway, that's where I'm at right now. I'm going to take debug mode off, and I'm going to set myself a little timer. And the goal is going to be to make a bunch of improvements. Basically, we should be able to have different models. And we got Thibaut sent me a bunch of really cool graphics. So we want to be able to like pick them out, you know, have different models with different complexities. So some of them with lots of pieces, some of them with less. That's one thing. We also want to throw in some nice fonts in there. Want a little kind of animations when it turns. We had some ideas about how to do that. We could do sound, but I don't think I'm going to get to it today. And yeah, I think that was, and a you win thing, right? We need to know when you win. That's super important. All right, so without further ado, I will start a little timer. Countdown timer. I think last time we found that Google just had one. Oh, of course, if you Google countdown timer, it doesn't work. But it was like stopwatch or something. Yeah, here we go. Okay, stopwatch. That's what it is. All right. So we get myself, a timer. 1 hour. Zero everything else. Let's start. I'll put it in the corner there. So we have it up. No, that's not it. It's this I wanted to do. So we can kind of see it all the time. All right, there we go. There it is. So let's see. What can we work on first? Maybe just to first on that little animation where we turn. Thibaut had an idea there that sounded cool, which is basically like zoom it a little bit as it turns, and then zoom it back out as it reduces. So that seemed like a nice little thing to start with. Nice and easy. Makes us feel good. It's good to start with a kind of a feel-good, kind of easy thing, you know, before you get into something too complicated. So here we have a, let's see, right now, how do we do it? We have a tween that is just, we have a tween that just turns the rotation. And I think what we can do is have, at the same time of that tween, a second one that sets the, so in the same time that we do one tween that turns, we want two tweens that change the zoom. We want to zoom in and then zoom out. I'm trying to think of the best way to do this. I think in the end what I'm going to do is a parallel here. So this would be the turning tween. And then we're going to do a const zoom in. Add a stroke or white border with a rounded corner. Ah, that's a good idea. Okay. That's as it's turning, Thibaut? Is that what you're saying? As it turns, it should have that, but then not the rest of the time? Yeah, okay. Okay, cool. I'll add that second. Okay, so zoom in tween. We're going to do a new tween. Let's copy all that. And we're going to mess with the scale. And we're going to set it to, I think we said 20%. So 1.2. And in half the time. So 125 milliseconds. And then we're going to have a zoom out tween. Where we go back to 1 over 125. And then the trick is here, we're going to create a new, 3, 2, 1. So tween animations equals new tween. No, so it's a sequence. No, it's a parallel thing of the turning and these two zooms in sequence. I think the one thing it's not going to like is a tween we said was a we said it's a tween, but in fact it's just going to be an entity. I mean, a chip. Oola, that is not right. We did something wrong. What did we do wrong? What did we do wrong? Ah, I think it's setting scale to a number. I think you have to do it. It's actually to a Bixby point. So interpolate. What is this problem? Type A point B. Oh, okay. Okay. Hey! Does that look good? What do you guys think? So there it zooms in and then zooms back out. I don't know. I found it's maybe a little sudden. Should it maybe zoom in, wait a little bit, and then zoom back out? Like maybe it shouldn't zoom in right. You know what I mean? Like you don't see the difference. So it's actually growing. It grows and then it shrinks as it's turning. Yeah, it's kind of subtle. All right, I have an idea. Maybe it seems on background. What do you mean? Oh yeah, you can see it on the background. Oh wait, what? Wait, hold on. T-Bo, would you want it to come out, turn, and then go back in? Like in a sequence? Maybe that would be better than trying to do both at the same time. I was trying to do both at the same time, but in fact, maybe that's too complicated. Yeah, okay, that's what you meant. All right, let's do that. It's actually easier. All right, I'm just going to do this as a sequence then. So, all right, so we're going to first zoom in. And we'll do that quick. Like maybe 50 milliseconds. Then turn. That will go maybe down to 200. And then zoom back. All right, this is too chill for me. Sorry, I've reached max chill on there. I think. All right. I think it's when you have these like voices going, oh. It kind of drives me nuts. All right, let's try this. I don't know. I don't know. You know what the issue is with this? It's actually not in front of all the other ones. So it actually looks like it's half behind. Oh, right. Of course, I have to change the... So here we have an issue with the Z index. So, right, they're all ordered, right? We need this one to bring it in front so that it doesn't like look behind other things. All right. How do we do that with Pixie? How do we do it with Pixie? Don't think I can change it. Can I change it? This dot tile dot. There is a Z index. Oh, I don't know if that. It's only if it's sortable children. Okay. If the container is a sort. Okay, so I actually haven't used this before, but we're gonna try this. What I'll do is I'll set the z-index to 1. And then we'll do is in the end of this new chip.lambda, we'll put it back. So here we shouldn't see a difference yet, but if I make the children sortable, what do I do that? These tiles add directly to the container. Oh wait, this is kind of a pain because this thing doesn't control the z-index. Oh, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. We're gonna have to send an event. We're going to set the event did rotate. And we already have an activity rotated. Let's see where that is. We're going to change rotated to will rotate. Okay, so we have real rotate and did rotate. And then what we're going to do is on the parent container is going to listen to both events. Tile will rotate, on tile did rotate. Oops, I did the opposite. So the tile container has to have a z-index. The highlight on the borders of the tile, yeah, no, it's a good idea, Ref, but I just haven't gotten there yet. Is that for children? Oh, I gotta look this up. There we go, z-index. Sorted children. sortable children. Okay. Oh, actually, maybe this will work. In fact, I think actually, after all that, I think my original solution could have worked. Oops. Let's see. Hey, there we go. Now they're on top. That's not bad, actually. I don't know what y'all think. Cool. Okay. Sweet. All right. Well, if everyone thinks that's good, I could speed that up. I don't know if it's the right animation or whatever. This may be a little bit jerky, but whatever. Yeah, border. You wanted a border. Highlight the borders of the tile. How is the best way to do this? We could do that with a filter. Sometimes the filter kind of sucks performance-wise, but here I think it I mean, such a... Either that or we have like a graphics behind it that's white. Let's see. Do we have an outline filter? Yeah, I think maybe a rounded rectangle just behind it would probably work well. So let's do that. I now am allergic to rounded rectangles, or to using the graphics thing of Pixie because Twitch has all these performance issues we're running into with the CRISPR Crunch. But of course, I don't think we were going to run into that here. It's not the same problem. All right, so what do we have? We have a rectangle. Why do we have this? Oh, right. So add. Show edges. So we'll say this dot background. New pixie.graphics. Set fill style, or fill style is it? I never remember how this works. Fill. Begin fill. There you go. Begin fill, and you give it a color. White, and you say draw rounded rect. So here it's going to be centered, so it's going to be the tile size. And that is X. Over 2. Minus the border size, right? So, what else do we have? I don't know what that is, maybe 10 pixels or something? Probably a lot, but whatever. We'll change it. Same thing in the Y. Then it's going to be the width. So the width is going to be tile size at x plus tile border width times 2. And the same in the y. These are actually squares, so we could probably don't have to do all this with x and y, but whatever. The radius, I have no idea. Maybe 10 also? Not actually totally sure. Let's put it up as thing. Tile border radius is 10. Oops, that's not how you write 10. Okay, tile border radius. So then we just add it to the background. This dot container dot add child. This dot background. And this I think is going to put a lot of tiles things all the time. Interesting. It added them all here. That's kind of weird. They're all kind of off. Why is that? Oh, I think because I didn't do an anchor. There's no anchor? Okay, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? Why do you not like me anymore? It looks like it's some crazy shadow or something like that. That's really weird. Okay. So, oh right, yeah, because it's minus. That's why. Oop, oop. Oops. I did something weird. There we go. So that's what it looks like with borders all the time, which of course not what we want. What we'll do is we'll just make the border appear when it turns. I don't know, it's kind of glitchy looking. Oh, because it doesn't turn with it. That's stupid. Of course, that's why it doesn't look very good. That's why it doesn't look very good. It has to turn with it. So that means that I have to add the border to the tile behind the tile. We don't add it to the container, we add it to the tile with background. What we call it, the rotating section. Call it the rotating layer. Let's call it that. Okay. So we add it to the rotating layer, then that's the container. The rotating layer gets the container. And the tile is also added to the rotating layer. Then when we turn things, we don't turn the tile, but we turn the rotating layer. Okay, what do you think? That's more what we wanted. Does that look good, Thibaut and Raphael? What do you think? It might be a little bit big, huh? The uh, the rectangle. But I guess you can't say you missed it. There, if you click, you see it, huh? Huh? It's visible. You can't say I don't know what turned, huh? No excuses on this one. If playtesters tell us they didn't see what's going on, it's their own damn fault, I think. Divided by 2? All right. Let's do it. Yeah, that's probably nicer. That's not bad, huh? You can see it from 10 miles away. Well, that's kind of what you want these days. You don't want to be too subtle, huh? Much better. Okay, cool. Hey, it's not bad. All right, well, that's the first thing. That's what we wanted to do. Sweet. Okay. Well, let's learning my lessons. Always commit at each important step. Get commit borders. Yay. Sweet. Okay. What's next on our list of things we want to do? We want to have the border. We want to have a font also. But I think probably we also want to have the menu behind there. So I don't know which is the next best thing to do. You know what the next thing is going to do? It's going to be take a break. I'm going to take a break, and when I come back, I will attack the next thing to do. Just give me 1 second. Sorry, the music may disappear for a minute as I figure out how to add it back in. Okay, but it's on its way. All right, see you in a minute. Hello again. I am back. Back and better than ever. Now I wanted to talk about. Let's lower the music a little bit. Let's see. What was I going to do? I was going to work on loading in different models. I think I'll do that now. Let me just stretch out. And here we go. Oh shoot! I forgot to stop the timer. Oh crap. Okay, I just lost 10 minutes. Good thing this is not trying to do a really serious coding challenge. All right, I'll give myself another 10. Oh, where was I at? I was at 33, I think. Sorry, I'm totally cheating here. Oh no, not 33 hours. 33 minutes. 32 minutes, let's say. 31. I'll give me totally fair. Okay, 31 minutes. And I'm back. Now let's. So what I want is like some kind of like menu where we can pick all the things. So Thibaut had an idea for that. Before I do the nice design, I'm first just going to load them all up. And then we'll pick them between them. So I'll create a new class puzzle. Class menu. Level menu, puzzle menu. It's chip.composite. And I'm just gonna load up all the dragons, I think, and put them all out there and make them as little buttons. So I think that I'm kind of a little bit new to how this works with Parcel, because I think with Parcel you have to load. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to tell Parcel to load up all the images. I should make myself less crazy. I'm gonna actually start by refactoring this and putting it into a different file. Oop. So file puzzle.ts. I'm gonna load in a lot of stuff from here to puzzle.ts. All this stuff. Export it so that they're visible from outside. Oh yeah, the debug mode, it doesn't know about that. That we can pick up from here. Oh yeah, here the social tiles requires an app. Okay, in order to get that, it's gonna need the app. Well, in fact, it only really needs. Well, I'll just send you the app. In order to get the app. Chip context. Oh no. Okay, then here. That's the import puzzle. How does that work? Yes, it does. Okay, so that's good. So I refactored it. Okay, now what I want to do is load up make the menu. So I think I'll make the menu. Make the menu here. Let's make a new file. Okay, so we're going to set up the first chip. And set up the... We're going to go through all the images and display them. That's what we're going to do. So in order to do that, we're going to get all these images. And we'll do just the dragons for the time being. So that's going to be an array. No, it's going to be a object. So we want to go through that object. Image name of dragon images. And later on, of course, we can handle other collections. Well, first I'll set up the container. We have to make a new button for it. Okay, so we're going to get the texture is Pixie assets. Okay, I did this in puzzle earlier. Pixie assets get Pixie texture. Okay, this is actually going to be a little bit. So the image URL is this guy. I think it's like that. This actually might be overly complicated, but something like that. Okay, so we're going to add the sprite. Button.position.set. Maybe we we need a button size. I don't know, maybe 200 by 200? If that, maybe? 100 by 100? This row equals I divided by maybe we'll do 5 across or something like that. I'll need a little border, but I'll do that a little bit later. Okay, and then we'll load in the images. We'll load in rather than the game. We'll start directly into the we didn't load it yet. Load directly into the menu. Ah, okay, that didn't work. Ah, okay. I think I did of instead of in here. Ah, okay, it can't find it. So the reason it can't find it is because I didn't load them all up. I need to tell the preloader of Pixie to load them all, and I have to look up how that works. They have a way to do this in Pixie. It's a new system I'm not kind of familiar with yet. It's called Pixie Assets. It's actually pretty cool. I just haven't really learned it yet. Well, that's kind of cool. Actually, they have different resolutions and image formats. That's kind of cool. But oh, we can load fonts too. Oh, that's cool. Actually, really nice. I'll do that later. So the manifest is JSON that contains all the properties. We can add a bundle. Assets and bundle. I think actually that's kind of cool. Let's see if we can do that. Let's see if we can do that. So rather than loading one image, we're going to say const bundle equals assets pixie assets dot add bundle. We just say load bundle. Oh no, load bundles later. Add bundle. So we'll say dragons. And then we'll add in dragon images, which I think already respects that format. And then we say await pixie.assets.load bundle dragons. Oh, is that gonna work? Let's see, if we look at the network, it did load all the dragons. But then when we try to access it, do we have to access it through the bundle? Do we have to say? Yes. Okay, that worked. So in fact, we get rid of the image URL thing. All right. There we go. They're a little big, huh? They're a little big. Let's scale them down. Right now it's 500 divided by 5, so it's 1 over 5, which is 0.2. Cool. Okay, obviously that should be centered, and maybe a little border between them. Or margin. Button margin equals, I don't know, maybe 5 pixels in between or 10. So so it's echo. There we go. Little margin. And of course we'll move the whole thing over, which we did something somewhat similar here. In the puzzle, we moved everything over. Where do we do that? Set the scale. Oh yeah, we can rescale everything. I'm probably not gonna, oh, we could rescale it. I maybe won't do that right now, but we could. So our width is going to be 100 times 100 times, oh, it's button size dot x plus margin button size was x plus the button margin times buttons in row Oh no, that's not right. What did I do wrong? I'll just define it here. It's a screen width minus. Oh yeah. Minus container width over 2. Huh. What am I doing wrong? The X is the screen width minus the container width. What am I doing wrong here? Container width, button size, button X plus the button margin times button row. I'll just put it. Container width is 5. 25. Sorry, I'm blanking on why this is not right. I don't know why. Having a little trouble. It seems like it should be because if the screen width is 1920, is that actually right? Okay. I mean, I'm getting 740. I don't know where it's getting 1920 from. I think it's just the screen width is not right. But it's kind of weird. Ah, maybe the screen width doesn't count the debugger. No. Here it seems to always be 1920 no matter what. That's weird, because in the puzzle that seemed to work. Ah! It's a different screen. Okay. Okay. That makes more sense. I couldn't figure out what was going on there. Okay. So now we have a bunch of things there. Then I was thinking maybe we'll add in the corner like the number of pieces that we want for each one. So you can pick different difficulties. Also don't know why here there's missing one, but I must have screwed up something. So I figured out the thing with the button earlier and the pointer. This dot subscribe to button pointer up. So when we click, basically, this dot pick, this dot on click, and what we're going to send is the particular image. What do I want to send? The image URL or the Yeah, I suppose the image URL. Or maybe the image name. Maybe the image name actually might be more clear because the image URL can change. Image URL. Okay. And then this. So private on click. Const image name is a string. What we do is we say this dot. Here we're going to do a transition, which we changed. We terminate. How do we do this now? No, we deactivate. So I changed the way this works in the menu version of Booyah, and I kind of forgot how it works. My bad. Let's see. I changed the names. It used to be a transition, but I think I changed it now to make something that was a bit more clear. But at the same time, because it's new, I kind of forgot. Yeah, you just call terminate. This dot terminate, and you give it an output signal. There you go. Okay. So this dot terminate, and we give it an output signal, which is new. So chip.make signal, and we give it a signal which is just a string, which is we'd say pick, and the params are image URL, image name. Okay, so it's gonna exit with the image name. Now right now this is not going to be picked up anything, so in order to pick it up, we're going to have to go back to our puzzle. Let me go back to our index. And we're going to have some actual transitions, actually some states in here. We're going to need a state machine. Ooh, that's 3 minutes left. Oh crap, I don't think I'm gonna finish this. Let's start with the menu. Oh, I'm gonna pick puzzle directly. Name. What are the other? Wait. What does a puzzle take as options? It really takes the URL and the tile count. We probably don't want it to take the URL and the tile count. We probably want the. I think the image name would be better. Can we change this to take the image name? Right now it's all using dragons, we'd have to change that later. Okay, that should fix that problem there. Now the tile count, I think right now I'm just gonna set But we should also be something that we pass. Okay, it doesn't know that, but there is a thing called signal params. Okay, what did I do wrong here? Nothing. That's disappointing. Let's go in our menu. Did we not get the pointer up event? Don't get the pointer up event. Why not? We do subscribe to pointer up. We set it. Oh, we didn't set it to. Oh no. No. Ah, shoot, I'm out of time. But screw it. I'm going to continue because this is annoying. This is annoying me. Screw the timer. We're going to do this. This replaces the interactive button. Okay, then. That's weird. This should work. This should work. Pointer. You subscribe to pointer up. That's not one click image name. Set the event on static. Is it that it's pointer up? Should we set it to click or something? Ah, click works. Okay, that's weird. I don't know why. Alright. Okay. Here we put in the state machine. The starting state is the menu. Okay, here I got Dragons 21. Nice. Okay, I forgot to tear down the menu. That's what's going on here. Protected on terminate. We say this dot chip context dot chip dot container move child this dot container. Nice. Okay. Now I think probably so that's really good. Now we have a menu. We can pick one. Now I think the issue is that we want to well, we don't have a way to win yet. Also, that's still missing. But we do have a menu. And probably what I'm thinking is we probably want to decide a number of pieces. I thought that would be kind of fun. You know, be able to say, okay, different levels of difficulty. Because when one of my daughters played and thought it was really good the way it was. Another thought it needed, it was way too hard. I actually played it. I thought it was a little too hard too. So I think it would be better if we had a little question of difficulty in here. So in order to make that work, I'm just going to save my work so I don't do any mistakes. The way that is going to work is that I'm thinking rather than giving a tile count like I'm doing now, I'm going to give a piece count. Oh no, or tile. It could be a tile count as it is. It's two-dimensional tile count. And then when I generate the menu, I think I'm going to go through each one, and I'm going to just give a different number for each. And I'm going to image name, tile count, which I don't have yet. And over here, I'm going to take that tile count, and I'm going to get it from params. Now the issue is I don't have the tile count right now. So the way to get the tile count is I'm going to make it up. So let's see, I have an I that counts, and maybe I'll say it starts at maybe 5 times 5, and then it goes up to 10 times 10 or something like that. Maybe that's a little too much, 10 times 10. We'll see. Maybe the first 5 would be 4 pieces. Let's see. I'm trying to think if there's a logical progression. I don't think every number is possible. Like 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3. 3 times 3 seems really easy. 4 times 4 also seems easy. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, maybe. 4, 6, 8, 12? Okay. Let's try that out. So piece count equals, so tile size, is it tiles in row equals row. So we said it's 4 times 2. So 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay. Tiles in row. So const tile count equals new pixie dot point. Tiles in row times twice. And then in that case, we'll also then display, of course, the number of pieces. Piece text equals new pixie.text. We'll give it the tile count times tile count. As a string. Tiles are also here. And we'll say, I'll put it maybe the lower right corner. child piece text. So the set is going to be it's basically similar to this. Except, it's the X is the row plus the button size, and same plus button size. I don't see my texts. What did I do for the other text in the puzzle? Did I give it options? I set the anchor, I set the position, add it, I should see it. Oh, because I added the button first. That's why. There we go, now I have the number. Maybe let's put the color into white. Okay, not the greatest font choice. Tibo actually does have a font though, I could use that. Alright, so here I can have a bunch of choices here. I can say I want a... Okay, that's actually not what I meant. I think I meant the column. No, the tiles in a row. It's 4 times the row. Oh, did I mess up the rows in the column? Yeah, X is your call. Oops, wait, what did I screw up here? Okay, row is the Y. Is the math for that? Yeah. So here. And typically, I also screw it up here. Okay, so here we have 16. So this is like an easy puzzle, because it's just 16 pieces. Not that easy. Actually, surprisingly. It's funny, they're surprisingly hard. They look easier than they are. Yeah. But it's kind of magic when they slip into place. Oh, that's not the right one. Maybe a little mouse over also for the pieces would be nice. Would be helpful. Alright, so of course you would win there. I don't have that right yet. There's no way to win right now. Up. Then I go back. And then... So that's a 16-piece puzzle. A 36 puzzle. Oh, yeah. Works pretty well, too. 36 is already way harder. Way, way harder. 100-piece puzzle. Whoa. A 100-piece puzzle is really freaking hard. 144-piece puzzle doesn't work. Oof. That's kind of cruel. I don't... Actually, 144 I think is too much. It cuts into it. I think that's too much. Maybe we'll start at... 3 and just go up by 1. We start at 4 and just go up by 1. So, yeah. Start at 16 pieces. And then I need a back button. And then end up at 64. Yeah, 64 is already... I think 64 is not cutting correctly is the problem. Some of these numbers may not work. Yeah, this is not. I think we're cutting halfway through a pixel. Let's see. I think I have to, yeah, this is also not right. Some of these numbers don't actually work. It's not lining up clearly on a puzzle piece. I think I have to actually take a closer look at the images and figure out which, where the borders actually are in order to get the correct numbers. So, yeah, 16 is probably not right. 25. 25 is right, so cutting into 5s is correct. So cutting into 5 works. Cutting into 6 does not work. Cutting into 7 does not work. Cutting into 8 does not work either. Yeah, actually, it may be a little more restricted than that. I'm going to have to do a little more work in terms of the number of pieces I can actually fit inside one of these guys by counting the number of pixels there are in each of them and figuring out something that actually lines up nicely. But the overall idea is there. I'm just maybe just in the little time I have left, I just want to add in a little thing where you can win because it's kind of frustrating to not be able to win. So I'll say in the case that you win, which means that all the pieces go to 0, then you go back to the menu. And probably there also should be a back button too, or something like that. So in order to do that, I just do a little on tile did rotate. Here I show here I count the incorrect count. If incorrect count equals 0, you win. Maybe did win equals true. And I'll just right now write like a really big text in the middle. It's pretty ugly, but just so we get the idea. One. And I'll set it into the middle, and I'll set the position to literally middle of the screen. And maybe I'll set the stroke black so you can see it. Then I will activate a child entity to go back in a little bit later. So let's activate child chip. Sequence. First one in the sequence is wait. Let's say seconds. this terminate win. We'll just go back to menu. I should make that also just take a signal. That we can probably do. Anyway, probably we should also block the screen also before we do anything else of that. So click blocker. New C dot container. Click blocker dot width. Dot hit area. See, rectangle, and I'm going to use the screen width, screen height. Click blocker. Dot. I have to set the width. No. Sorry, I don't know the new things. The static. It's like interaction mode or something. Event mode. Static. That should make it so it blocks the clicks. And it goes back to the menu. So let's see if that works. So let's pick a really easy one. I think I won. What did I do wrong? Come on. Ah. There's a bug. Terminate. App. Ah. Alright. Let's try again. I won. 3 pieces remaining. What did I do wrong? Oh. There we go. 1 piece remaining. Oh, it's this guy. It's one little pixel. Alright, let's check it out. Did I get that? No! It's a bug! Ah! So frustrating. Shoot. Tick called from state. Inactive on what? On what? On what? My lambda. Which one is that? Oh. It already was inactive. Oh, because the lambda terminated the parent. So the parent terminated it. So it was terminated by the time that its own termination was called. Oh, that's a tricky one. Oh, that's a tricky kind of logic puzzle there. It's true, I didn't have that before. Okay, well that's going to be a little, I have to work out this little bug, but I think overall I was getting there. It was going to say you win, basically. It was going to say, that would have been nice. I hope that it was still enjoyable to watch, even if I struggled a little bit. It's definitely not as quick as it is last time. It's kind of strange because sometimes you can spend in an hour, right? You can make the basics of a game, and then you can spend another 2 hours working on the interface and working out little bugs, and it doesn't feel at all like you're making the same level of progress. But of course, there's a little bit of both things when you're making a game. There's a moment where you're creating kind of frantically and you can get a lot done, but you're cutting a lot of corners, and then there's moments where you're trying to make it kind of nice, and when you're trying to make it nice, there's lots of little kind of details to take into account. That was the case here, so it's maybe a little less fun. I'm sorry if that's the case. In any case, I will be back on Tuesday. No, I will be back on Tuesday. Raphael, thank you. Will be back on Tuesday with his stream of a cool science game. And I will be back in 1 week from now to continue live streaming some code. Maybe it'll be this game, maybe it'll be CRISPR Crunch, maybe it'll be something else entirely. You have to tune in to find out. All right, well, I hope you had a good time, and until next time. Oh yeah, one more thing, sorry, a little shout out. We're opening up our Discord for those who want to try playtesting our games like CRISPR Crunch, or maybe also Pixel Puzzler. We'll see. Please let us know. You can write us at hello@playcurious.games. I'll write it to the chat if you're interested, and we can. Oh, that chat doesn't work. Let me see over here. Maybe you can write us at hello@playcurious.games, and we can hook you up with our Discord, and you can come. We're going to be testing CRISPR Crunch next week, so you can send out some information. You can try it out. We'd love to get your opinion on it. We're kind of going through all the levels now and trying to make sure that the right level of difficulty, and so it'd be very helpful to get your advice on that. And I think that's about it. All right, well, have a good time, and goodbye.